Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and it is Friday morning, and we've got a big announcement coming from Plarium. You can see right here, just 22 minutes ago on Black Friday, Plarium dropping the hammer. We're getting changes to Platinum Arena, and I am going to get you all the context as to what they are talking about. We've also got all the shards being boosted this weekend, so we will go over everything you need in terms of the new info and what is going on in game as we head into the weekend. So let's get into it. Alrighty, let me go ahead and walk you through this post quickly. We're thrilled we finally shared more of the little multi. I'm going to try to be quick for you. Dupe system. So they're saying basically stuff is live, and then let's start with what we plan for 2022 and then go further to our next release. So Arena changes. The Platinum tier will expand to 500 players. It is currently only the top 300, which all of us content creators have pretty unanimously said is way too small for the size of player base that Plarium has. 300 is just absurd. So expanding it to 500, which is definitely a step in the right direction. I would have probably taken it to top 1,000 and then just layer it to be better rewards. Like if you get into the top 500, or if you get in the top 100, or if you get in the top 25, I would have just layered the rewards to incentivize you to get higher within that. But 300 to 500 is a good start. And then a new tier for Classic Arena, Gold 5. So currently it goes Gold 1, 2, 3, 4 is the max, and they're going to be adding a Gold 5, which is definitely needed. From most of the testing that I've done with polls and stuff in the community, it seems like somewhere between 75 and 80% of the player base is in Gold 4. Now that's just not really healthy for a game to have everybody in one tier of the arena. Because when they adjusted it like a year ago, we saw a big migration to Gold 4, which in one sense is good because they tie some of the missions to the arena, so it needs to be accessible. I get that, but you also don't want 80% of your player base in one tier. There's a middle ground there to make things a little bit better, and hopefully this will like work towards that middle ground where things are still people can still realistically get to gold to complete their missions, but then we get the platinum expanded, and then we also get another tier in gold to kind of help spread people out and make the arena more fun in terms of the classic arena, having a little bit more competition element to it while still being pretty accessible. But then they say if all goes well, you will see this update actually in the game closer to the end of February, which is going to be probably right after they release Shadowkin, unless Shadowkin is going to be part of this. Then they go on to actually talk about that. The Shadowkin faction will open its gates early next year. Yeah, we've kind of been thinking around the middle of January. And then if you are close to getting Lydia, it is time for that final push that was on your back burner for the last couple months because she will run one milestone further away. Yeah, so it is going, that is the number one question. It is going to affect how many stars are required to get Lydia. When they add Shadowkin in, it's going to bump that up. So it is a big priority the next kind of 6 to 8 weeks here to work on that faction wars if you are close. If you're not close, if you're a new player, don't worry about it. It is what it is. But if you're close, if you've got like 1, 2, 3 factions left to finish for Lydia, you're going to want to prioritize that the next couple months. Then they say in the latest What's Next in Raid video, we mentioned our plans for increasing the number of save teams to 15, and they will be divided by game modes, so you have 15 for each mode, which is definitely needed, and they're going to shed some light on that. Instead of dividing all save teams into groups, PvP and PvE, as it was, we're introducing alternatives. It's going to be general, which is going to be the dungeons, campaign, and clan boss, and then we'll have faction wars, Doom Tower. Hydra is going to have its own section. That's pretty crazy, but the Hydra is going to be nuts. That's definitely justified. And then PvP, they're going to split up there. Another question that is getting a lot of traction is, do we get any points in CVC and tournaments for getting champions from the token trader? Yes, you do. When you acquire a new legendary, you will get the points for CVC, even if you buy them in the token trader. Then they go on to talk about the Hydra. We want you to remember Hydra is already lurking in the 5.0 update and will require 3 unique teams of 6 champions to make good use of all 3 available keys. And please keep this in mind when you use champion empowerment or exchange champions for life tokens. So what this means is, like, you're gonna need 3 unique teams, and so like if you've got a champion that you want to use 3 times, you may not want to put 2 of them into empowering somebody. So worth noting, you may want to wait to spend legendaries on empowerment until the Hydra goes live, and you can kind of get a lay of the land in terms of what you're going to want to use on your account. If you've got 4 champions, go ahead and start empowering one. That's going to be very few of you. Even me, I think I only have like 1 or 2 legendaries that I have 4 of. So it's going to be very rare. But if you want to play it ultra safe, if you've got 2 or 3 copies of a certain legendary, and it's a really good legendary, especially, like if it's a Duchess or something, you might want to wait until the Hydra goes live to see if you're going to want to have that Duchess in every team before you would go ahead and spend 1 to empower or something like that. So definitely worth keeping in mind. Also, a new button will be added to the Hydra's pause screen, the edit team button. Using this button, you will return to the champion selection screen. No damage will be registered. Champions will remain available for the next fight, and the key will stay in your hands. Okay, so this is a good feature. This is so you can test your teams and kind of have practice fights. That's great. Currently, you have to, if you're trying to test clan boss teams, you have to hard close the game, reset everything. They're just going to let you go ahead, back out, and retry. So we've been clamoring for that for a long time, and they're listening and adding it, so that's definitely good. The last piece of info will be about the next clan versus clan tournament. Due to players' requests not to arrange big updates in the middle of CVC tournaments, the next such tournament will shift to December 5th because we have one real hell of an update coming. And the next CVC tournament will be without personal rewards. So with all the clamor of personal rewards, they're saying, fine, screw it. Just, we're done dealing with it. They're taking I hope they can just get that right eventually and get the personal rewards implemented and let people earn them as a personal achievement that has nothing to do with winning or losing. It's not that complicated. We've told them personal rewards should be an incentive for people to do well in CVC, regardless if their team loses or not. It creates a less toxic environment. People get less upset about losing. They get less upset about if they get a lot more points than their teammates. It's perfect. It makes sense. Personal awards should not be tied to winning or losing. It should be an incentive for the individual to do well for their team and participate in CVC. We've told them this, and hopefully they get that figured out eventually. Also, this weekend, they're going to be doing a Rainbow 2x event. They're going to have every single shard boosted with 2x raids on a respective day. So today, they're going to be doing Sacreds first. You can see right here, Sacreds are currently 2x chances. Each one is 24 hours. So they're going to do basically on Friday, you've got Sacreds. Then on Saturday, you're going to do Voids. And then on Sunday, you're going to do Ancients. So super exciting time for new players to start pulling shards and hopefully get some impactful champions, because Rainbow 2x weekends are actually pretty rare. They've only done it, I think this is like the 2nd or 3rd time. Judging by community sentiment, none of you care, but there is a fragment event currently for Vildrax, which is an epic that is going to be kind of themed towards trying to pair with those Hex type teams. Most of you seem pretty uninterested, which I understand. He's not really a game changer or anything. I think this is kind of a filler to go in between Halloween and Christmas, just to kind of keep the player base engaged in something until we move into the holiday season, where we're going to have obviously a big event for the Christmas fusion. We had Tormund 2 years ago, then last year we had Pixneal, and then this year we will get some sort of Christmas champion. Hopefully it's a lot more hype than Pixneal, but yeah, generally don't feel bad if you're going to skip out on Vildrax. I don't think he's going to be some account changing champion. 2 or 3 months from now, you won't even remember if you did the fusion or not, probably. So don't stress yourself out over it. But I do recommend going for fusions and fragments if it's realistic for you, just to like miss out, just to avoid missing out. But yeah, don't feel bad. He's not some crazy champion. For what to focus on in game right now, the champion chase is obviously going to be coinciding with all of those events, the Sacred, the Void, and the Ancient. So you've got your champion chase tournament right there, and it does have some fragments for the fusion. There's a lot of them, obviously, always tied to kind of incentives to pulling shards. Then we've got a spider tournament. You're going to make sure to get to 2050 if you are doing the fragment event, and the champion training. So spider and champion training are both ending today. You're going to want to focus on those if you are going for the epic champion. If you're skipping it, don't worry about it. Just kind of do your thing and play your game. You're going to have Dragon and Classic Arena events starting tomorrow, or tournaments, I should say, sorry. As we move into the events tab, all we've got going on right now is a Dungeon Divers event. This one, you can double dip a little bit with the spider and at least get those core hammers and stuff if you're doing some runs, but that's really all to focus on today. Not a whole lot of craziness going on. Let's go ahead and dive in and get some of the offers graded and see if they have anything good for the holiday weekend. So first up, just to refresh your memory, I will plug these in quick. The Cyber Week offer, we've got 500K. I'm getting pretty quick at plugging these in. We've got some arena refills, 4. We've got 30 of the brews. And then we're going to go 5 and 2 on the shards, respectively. Boom, 1.50. Not very great there. This is not going to be good here. So, now they do usually charge $30 per sacred, which is a complete travesty. But let's go ahead and plug this in just in case you are curious how I would rate this. 2 sacreds. Boom, 1.33. I would not spend your money on, because the thing is it's just too much for sacreds, because odds are you're gonna get 2 4-star chickens and you're gonna spend 30 bucks to do so. So you just can't spend that much on sacreds, in my opinion. The monthly pack, we know the drill on that one. Divine Speed. This is only gonna make sense for the uber whales. For 90-something% of you, this won't be a good way to spend your money, in my opinion. Then this one, this is going to be the one to plug in. This is the holiday special offer here, the Black Friday offer. Okay, so we've got the 15, we've got a sacred. See, now you're talking. This is going to be a better offer for sure. We got a sacred, and then we've got 15 and 5 and 3, 5.43. You can see there, it's a special like holiday offer, and it's a purchase limit of 1. That's usually a good indicator that it's going to be a pretty solid offer. This is the way to do it. This is good. This is an offer, like, if you spend money on Raid, if your account is still developing, and especially if rare books are still important to you, this is a great offer. So yeah, for you early to kind of transitioning into the mid-game players, would definitely be a solid offer to pick up if you're the type to spend money. Now, if rares aren't worth anything to you, we can delete those, and it's still a pretty solid offer. You can see there it's still a 4.18. So even without the rare books, if epic books mean anything to you, which for 99% of you, epic books are going to matter to you, this is a good offer. It'd be like the uber end game where even epic books don't matter anymore, and then you would be at a 2.93. So it would still be a decent offer, even just getting the legendary tomes and the sacred. So I'm happy they finally came out with a good offer. It's been a while until we've seen an offer like this. So yeah, anyway, the gist is, if you're the type to spend money, the Black Friday pack is a pretty solid pickup. Then they've also got an Elite Sacred pack. This is a string type offer. Yeah, I wouldn't go down this route. Obviously, it's coinciding with the 2x Sacreds today, but yeah, not a great one in my opinion. The Black Friday one is pretty solid though. Alrighty, that'll do it for me in this one. I'm gonna head on over for a quick stream to hang out with you guys and at least say hi for a little bit. It's obviously a hectic weekend, and it's hard for me to find time to be in the office a lot, but had to get a video out about this because it's some pretty crazy news, and I want to get to stream and say hi to you guys for at least a little bit and do a quick stream. So if you're watching this right away, there will be a link down below where I will be live hanging out with you for a little bit and maybe pulling some viewer sacreds and getting a little bit crazy here. So if not, happy holiday weekend. I hope you are all having a great time, and I will see you soon in the next video. We'll be back to normal pretty soon here. So as always, thanks for watching. Peace.